Let me show you very quickly how to get the most out of this outstanding AI software. When you first land inside of Claude, you're going to be met with this welcome message and text input. This is where you're going to input your prompts into the AI. This is where you're going to begin your text-based conversations into the AI. And here you'll notice a plus icon. If you click this, then this is where we can upload files and documents. We can take screenshots, we can add from GitHub, and then Claude has some really powerful interactions also with Google Workspace. More on those in a second. You can also use a project, so this references one of your projects inside of this conversation. Projects are ways of collecting very specific information for the AI. As it stands right now, it's kind of a blank canvas, so whatever we ask it, it will try and pattern match what we expect, and it'll bring back some results. The better patterns we give, the better outputs we get. That's important. Here with the search and tools, you can specify how you want Claude to respond. So you can have different writing styles for different use cases, different clients. You can create your own writing style, and you can have lots of different things that you leverage how the AI outputs for you here. So I like to use my writing partner, which is trained on all of my writing. So it knows how I write, how I sound, what type of vocabulary I use, etc. I have a Socratic mirror. So this is a questioner that will always help me philosophically, existentially inside of my conversations. And so you can create any or all of these as you wish. And there are some preset in here that you can just use straight out of the gate. Over here, we have the model choice. Sonnet 4 is the daily driver. If you're doing particularly complex tasks, then you can use the powerhouse model that is Claude Opus 4. I recommend only using that sparingly, depending on what plan you're on. I'm on the Pro plan, the personal Pro plan, and when I use Opus 4, it runs out super quick. So my usage runs out really quick. It's a crafty way of getting you up to the higher level plan, right? For regular tasks, I just use Sonnet 4. And you can go back to some of the legacy models here, but I don't know why you would do that. Once you've entered some text, this little arrow here is your send button, and this is how you start your conversation with the AI. Down at the bottom, you've got some examples of how you can get started if we wanted to write something, if we wanted to learn something, wanted to code something, life stuff, and then from your apps. This is where Claude is outstanding. It allows you to connect to your Google Drive, email, calendar, so that you can do all kinds of really powerful things with that, like see how your week's going, be more productive. You can do so much really cool stuff. So here you can see what I've connected. Then down the left hand side, you have this sidebar. You can toggle it on and off here. So the sidebar opens and closes. You've got an option to start a new chat. You've got a list of all of your chats and then a list of all your projects. Projects are those siloed containers where you are able to train Claude in very specific use cases, a bit like a custom GPT in ChatGPT. All of your recent chats are here, and then right down at the bottom, you've got your settings. So if I go into settings here, this is where you set your profile information and your custom instructions, your preferences, as they're called in Claude. And this is where you give AI your, what we call your operating system layer, the artificial intelligence operating system, or AIOS. And this is where we give Claude all of that relevant information, power positioning statement, your soul data, all of the things that are important and relevant for you. This is your layer and your chance to really insert that relevant context into the AI. Then in the appearance settings, we can just set the light, dark system mode and the fonts. Privacy settings by default are rock solid in Claude because by default, they don't train their models on your conversations. So that is useful to know because it means that your data is by default safer. Other softwares don't do that. Other AIs by default will train their model on your data, and you may not necessarily want that, okay? And then billing, and then here, integrations. So integrations is where you can connect to Google Drive, email, and Google Calendar, and this is where the fun begins, because this is where Claude really shines, is in leveraging that information to help you be better in all areas and avenues of your life and business. It's phenomenal. So that's your quick start guide of everything inside of Claude to get you going. Go have some fun. Enjoy it. Go have some conversations with Claude. Let me know how it responds. Share some comments. Show me some love. Give us a like on this video. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more Claude AI related content, helping you to leverage AI as co-intelligence to be better humans so that we can do better work out there in the world. And I'll see you next time.